Welcome back to Whitt Acres. Today we're going to continue working on the major garden makeover out front. Pop, we got a break in the rain today, so it's not too bad, but everything is soaking wet from the rain we got yesterday. But to get you caught up out here, we did start laying out some posts here to line up the fence. We're going to be adding a new border fence out here because we just got a new neighbor and they're probably going to be building a house out here in this field this year. And I don't want Maverick coming over here. Not bad. Or if they have a dog or something, I don't want it coming over here to see my birds whenever they're out at the pond. So we're working on this fence in the front garden too, because it goes all the way to the road. And this does cover the entire side of our property. So it connects from the road over there, covering the whole front garden, goes through the side garden here, connecting over to the vegetable garden, and then all the way out the south garden to the pine tree. But we're mainly working on the front garden and the side garden right now, trying to get this fence across. And my dad helped get a few posts concreted in the ground here so I could have a line to go off of. And I'm just gonna fill in the fence posts as I can. But since we got this rain, I decided to do some planting here since it's a perfect time of year. And since I want an evergreen wall around the entire property, we had to move in the hydrangeas. So we brought the 4 hydrangeas closer into the yard. And then yesterday we were able to get the Norway spruce planted in behind it. And today we need to do some cleanup, but we're also going to be doing some more planting. But we planted 5 Norway spruce on the fence line here yesterday and 1 blue spruce. And I have more of these Norway spruce and blue spruce over in the nursery, so we're going to be putting more down the fence line. But today we're going to clean up a lot of this mess here from the prunings. And we also dug up an ornamental grass, and we're going to be getting that split up today. And that is a tough root ball. I think I'm going to need the Sawzall to get that cut into quarters. And I'm thinking we're going to be planting all 4 of them here in the front garden. And I'm trying to figure out what layout I want for this garden, but I think we have space for 2 Norway spruce here. I don't think this arborvitae is going to last too much longer. And there's a lot of cleanup we need to do in there as well, and there's at least 2 more oaks we need to pull out. But I am loving this line down here already. Pops. Oh, are you digging too? We're going to get this grass root ball chopped up here. I want to try and get 4 plantings out of it. But I wanted to show you, whenever we dig a hole, it fills with water. I'm going to try and backfill this dirt in there, but that is a full puddle. And it's pretty deep too. Oh, that was my yard. Oh, it sunk. Hold on. Yeah, that's a hole. Try and save the grass. Well, I think I'm gonna have to bring in some soil to fill this in. We got the water flowing out already. Pups, something living in my yuccas. Don't dig my gladiolas out. No. You'll do more damage than the mouse. Pop. All right, you two do some work. I'm gonna see what I can get done. This is not easy. Not easy, pup. There it is, Mav. It took a little bit of effort there, but we got it separated out. I'm gonna leave a decent sized chunk here to keep growing. And then I was able to cut off another 5 decent sized sections that we're gonna find a place for here in the front garden. But while I was getting those off, there's a few other strands that fell off, and I think we can find a place for these out back. But I was looking through here trying to figure out where I was gonna plant them, and I think I need to do some cleanup before I do any more planting. We are just completely covered in a forest of Rosa Sharon volunteers. As far as the garden goes, we have Rosa Sharon sticks. We have a few big ones in here, and they reseed every year, just putting down more and more. I do like their blooms, but I might end up taking them out eventually. But I need to at least get the weed whacker out here and chop down some of these young ones. I have a black lace elderberry right here in the center of the garden, and I'm thinking about getting the grass on a row right with it. I'm thinking we might just put a hedge of this grass going down the middle here, at least 4 of them. And that'll be nice because whenever they get bigger, we'll be able to reach them with the backhoe from the road, and that'll be a lot easier to get them popped out and separated without having to drive into the front yard again here. Now I'm happy to get these separated out, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get them planted today like I wanted. We just got to do some cleanup and make some space for them first. We have this volunteer berry bush that I've been leaving go, try and get some berries off of it, but it's getting pretty wild over here. I need to tighten it up. Then we have some more Rosa Sharons and some other oaks that are volunteered in here that we need to get pulled out, but we can reach those from the road too. I might be able to put one of the grasses right there between the red bud and the first Norway. Bud, we'll figure it out. I'm kind of just planning the garden as I go, trying to figure out what we can do with it with the plants that we have here on the property. I have a lot of perennials in the garden that we can split up, and I also have some more plants in the nursery, so we can make it look nice. Gonna check on my fire over here. I was trying to boil some maple sap down today, but it didn't work as well as I wanted it to. Gonna need a bigger fire. And this attempt will be on my homestead channel if you want to see it. But we're gonna be boiling it down again because we have a lot more sap to do and we need a better setup. Mav, you helping break that down? Thanks, bud. Leave it. Pop. But we are running out of daylight. I'm gonna have to close the barn soon. As you can tell from the chicken running out of underneath the hemlock tree. Time for bed, Columbiana. Oh, the geyser. It's closing time. We're gonna continue this video tomorrow. It's supposed to be 50 degrees tonight, so I don't have to worry about leaving those root balls out, and it's supposed to continue to rain, so it's gonna be just fine. Pup. And then tomorrow we can do some cleanup and then get some things planted. We'll be right back. Pup, it's looking a little better out here today. We're starting to get some sunshine. Now my plan today is to finish up this round of plantings here in the front garden with the grass and a couple evergreens. Now it was raining yesterday pretty good on and off, so I didn't do too much filming, but I did have the GoPro out, so I'm going to throw you back, get you all caught up with what we got done yesterday in the rain, and then we can see if we can get finished today. Now, as you can see out here today, we got the gardens pretty much chopped down, cleaned up a good bit here for the spring, and we also got a lot of these grasses planted and spread down the line, making almost a full hedge. And I still have a grouping back here in the original spot, and I'm not sure if I'm going to leave that one there or not. I think I might end up moving that, and maybe just filling in this hedge a little bit more solid. But one evergreen I want to get planted is going to go over here, and I already did dig the hole for it. It filled up with water, of course. But we're going to be planting one right here in the center behind the farm stand. Because as I've said before, I don't know how many more years we're going to get out of this arborvitae. It seems to be catching the blight that all the other ones caught. And this side is already starting to go. So this might be gone by the end of the year. So I need to get some more plantings out here to block off the road. So I think it's time we get a new evergreen planted in here. And we're also going to be putting one down here on the other side. Pup, you find a little bit of shade? And I actually have two more clumps of grass. We're going to be putting one here on this Norway spruce side and one on the other side. And these are going to add a nice blockage to the road whenever they're nice and filled out. But I pruned back this berry bush. Hopefully we get some berries off of it because it is spiky. If we don't get any berries this year, I'm just going to rip this whole thing out. It was a volunteer anyway, and I've just been letting it go, trying to get some extra berries. But right behind that, I have another hole dug, and this is where the other evergreen is going to go. And as you can tell, spring is here, so the daffodils and the hyacinths are all starting to pop out of the mulch here. And we have a long row of these going all the way down. But I think I want an evergreen right here so it can block off this whole section of the yard. And you can see we have more oak trees to dig out. One little tiny one there, but we also have another big one here we can get from the road. There's actually two coming out of this one. I'm not sure what this is. It's like a Tartarian or something. I'm gonna leave it go for now. We can always pull this one out from the roadside too. This Rosa Sharon is coming out. I don't want it on the front lines. And this one's coming out as well. And then we have another maple tree back here we could pull out. Is this a maple? Yeah, I think this is a maple. And you can see it pretty good on this trunk. The rabbits have been eating my bark. Look at that. I noticed that a lot on the Rosa Sharons out here, but I already chopped most of those down. Little on that oak tree. But this oak tree over here by the farm stand is gonna stay. I think this one's gonna look really good here, and then we have a maple I'm gonna be keeping on the other side. Get off the road, Pop. Pop. Behind the oak that we're gonna be taking out, we are gonna be keeping this maple, but this one does have too many trunks on it, so I think I'm gonna slim it down. I might cut this section off and just keep this side. Maybe take this center one out and just leave the other three, but then those two are crossing right there. I don't know. We're gonna slim this one down. And there's a branch or two we need to cut on the Empress tree as well. But things are looking better out here. And unfortunately our hot water tank just went out, so I'm trying to work on that too. My brother stopped down yesterday and we got the old one pulled out. And I bought a new one yesterday, but it was the wrong kind, so I'm gonna have to return that today and try and get a new one put in. But we're also gonna try and finish up this leg of the plantings in the front garden makeover. It's a process. All right, we pulled out some more volunteer trees here. I think I have 2 more maples. 1, 2. This one might be something else. I don't know, it's got a really shag bark. It might be a different maple that actually came from my neighbor's maple tree. I'm pretty sure it's a maple, but we're gonna keep an eye on it this year. But we also have 2 more oaks here, and at least this big one's gonna go to the top of the pasture. But for now, I'm just gonna dump these off, probably over there in that puddle so they stay wet. And then we can take the wheelbarrow over to the nursery and we can dig up 2 more Norway spruce and move them down to the front garden. Stay here, pups. What do you have, Mav? You're hunting with something in your mouth, bud. Hey, you already got something. You pups. All right, I'm just gonna dump this stuff off here for now. I'll put it in this puddle. And I'll have to come back and plant these another day. Not a lot of root on that one. Echo, get over here. I might have enough time to come back and plant these, but I want to get those evergreens planted first. I'm gonna try and get this video wrapped up. It's already stretching over 3 days. Pops, you gotta stay focused. It is soft out here. Good thing we already got all the topsoil spread out. And the pumpkin patch is looking good for this coming season, which we are gonna be getting pumpkin seeds started here mid-April. There's a lot of work to do in the vegetable garden first though. But we gotta get at least 2 more trees planted. There's a really big one here, and I want it for the front area, but it might be too much for my shovel. I don't know. This tree's too big. I can't get it out with the shovel without breaking the roots. So we're gonna have to save it for the backhoe. Umpire. All right, Mav, I think that's gonna be all for today. We got 2 more grasses planted out there. Those are gonna look nice once they fill in. And we got that big grass split out into a bunch of grasses here for the whole line. We also got another Norway spruce planted over here. And this one is a pretty good size. Pop. But that other one's gonna be a little bit too big for me to get out with the shovel. So I'm gonna have to wait till we have the backhoe running again. So that's gonna be all for this one. If you wanna keep following along with everything here at Whitt Acres and the major makeover we're doing here in the front gardens, make sure to subscribe down below. Hit that like button before you leave and you can see me and Echo and maybe Maverick on the next one. Thanks for watching. Good boy.